All right, folks, good morning. Okay, let's get started. So for today, Friday, May 23rd, we have the following information at 9:35 a.m. FOMC member Musalem will be speaking, and then also FOMC member Schmid will be speaking. Neither of these reports are expected to have any significant impact. At 10 a.m., we'll have new home sales, which is expected to have a moderate impact. And then at 12 p.m., we'll have FOMC member Cook speaking. No significant impact expected from that. Then at some point today, we'll have the FOMC financial stability report, which is not important. So 10 a.m. is where we're likely to have the greatest impact. Also, please note that, of course, we are not going to be here on Monday as it will be Memorial Day. That means there will be no pre-market pulse and there will be no other market activity for the U.S. as the market will be closed. So enjoy your holiday weekend. All right, so that being said, let's take a look at the markets. Now, we do see a pre-market sell-off here. I'm not totally sure what the cause is. 'Cause usually with the QQQ, if like let's say if it's earnings or something like that, usually those are going to occur in the um, post market. So I'll have to check. I did look around for some headlines, but I didn't see anything. Um, well, actually, wait a minute. It might be this. Live on CNBC, Fed's Goolsbee says they still feel that underneath the volatility, the economy remain. If tariffs or uncertainty were not a threat to inflation, rates could even eventually fall. Okay, so that actually is a statement. So this might be it. Goolsbee says still that live on CNBC, Fed's Goolsbee says still feel that underneath the volatility, the economy remains strong. If tariffs and uncertainty were not a threat to inflation, rates could eventually fall. Sorry, gratified that it looked like the Supreme Court acknowledged the importance of Fed independence. Um, and there's also here that's actually it. Major indexes lower after President Trump recommended 50% straight tariff on European Union starting on June 1st. Okay, that's the one. That has to be it. All right. So there you go. So we'll see what happens after that. But that is the news so far that's moving the markets. Now, looking at yesterday, here's what we have so far. We've got CrowdStrike, which was up significantly. That was able to get to our target number one of 440.61. It topped out at 448.88, but we didn't get much out of it. Only a very, very small gain as it didn't continue to follow through. But nevertheless, it was a bullish opportunity that we saw yesterday. Taking a look here at the pre-market, here's what I see so far. All right, so we have Apple. That's currently down only 3.3%, so not enough. So we should have a lot of stocks that are down, but it doesn't look like they're going to be down enough. Let's see, BCTX. Let's take a look at that. Of course, some of the leverage ETFs out there, they might be down. That's currently down 6%, roughly on 9 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. So BCTX can be added. It may not sustain its move down, but we'll see. Next up is, let's see, CLSK. Nope, that's not down enough. Let's take a look at the next one. HKPD. Okay, that's only down 0.55%. Let's check out Robinhood. That is down 4%. No. Okay, INTC. INTC. Nope, that's down 1.75%, so not enough. Let's take a look at LAES, which is currently down only 4.58%, so not enough, so we'll skip that. Lucid, only 2.26%. LITM. That's currently up 17.6% on 10.2 million shares, at least $1 per share. So that one qualifies. So we'll add LITM, to our list. All right, now we're looking at LTRY. It's currently down 21.87%, 21 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we can add that to our radar, LTRY. Next up is, check out Mara. That's down 4%, not enough, so we'll skip that one. Micro Algo, MLGO. That is currently up 8.29% on 27 million shares, at least $1 per share. It's actually, although it's up, it actually has lost some of its gains due to that news, but still up. And then let's take a look at NVIDIA. That took a hit, down 2.4%. NVDL is currently down 4.85%, so not enough, so we'll skip that. All right, NVTS currently down 10.09% on 6.9 million shares. Let's just say 7 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we're going to add that NVTS to the list. Next up, we have PLTR, which is presently down 1.6%, so not enough. We'll skip that. Then we have QUBT, which is presently down 6.37% on 2.1 million shares, at least $1 per share, so that does qualify, so we'll add that to the list, QUBT. Then we have RGTI, which is presently down 7% on 6.3 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add RGTI to the list. Next up, we have RXRX, which is presently only down 3.5%, so not enough. SMCI, that's down 4%. There are some leverage ETFs for SMCI that would be down more, so you can take a look at that. Let's see, SoFi, only down 3%. SOUN, Soundhound, currently down 2.72%, so not enough. We'll skip that. All right, Tesla, that currently is down 1.2%, so not enough. And that means TSLL won't be down much either. VCIG, currently down 3%, and that wouldn't be enough. And then that looks like that's it. All right, so at least for my list. So if you folks see any other stocks meeting all 4 of our criteria, I think Amazon just popped up. Let me just double check. Yeah, only 3%. So if you folks see any other stocks meeting all 4 of our criteria, let me know in the chat. 4 criteria are: it must be a NASDAQ listed stock trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session. Must have achieved at least at this moment a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative, and at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. INEO is mentioned. That's currently up 33% roughly on 18 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share, so we'll add that. And LTRY is added. That's currently up about 21% on about 21 million shares, at least $1 per share. We'll go ahead and add LTRY to the list. All right, so let me add these into the chat so we have the full list. All right, folks, and then we'll go ahead then and wrap up for today's Pre-Market Pulse. Please be sure to like this video. I see we have 5 likes, but more than 5 people watching. Make sure to hit that like button, folks, because that greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we add a new video. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com. That is our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone as part of the coaching program, I will see you there in about 15, 16 minutes. We'll pick up for today's session. All right, folks, have a great trading day. I'll see you for our next Pre-Market Pulse. Remember, we won't be here on Monday. We'll pick up on Tuesday, okay? Thanks, folks.